Well, I am ready to start putting this thing together. And I'm sure you are too, because the quicker we get through with this project, the quicker we can get on, start working on other things that are probably a little more fun. We have our first photo in. We started at frame number 1 and moved all the way over to frame number 85. Let's add our second photo. So I'm going to tell it to add a new layer by clicking at this area. I'll double click where it said layer and type in photo 2. I'm going to make sure that my timeline is right here at panel number 1. And let's go and grab photo number 2 symbol. I'm going to bring it over here, drop it onto the stage using my arrow keys. I'm going to line it up as carefully as I can. With the photo on the stage, I'm going to press and hold the control key, click, create the motion tween, and notice this time it didn't go out just 24 frames, it went all the way out 85 because it's using the item that's at the first, the, the earlier photo that we use is using that as a template. So, does this make sense, by the way? We have the first photo, and all we've done is basically put this exactly on top of the first photo. No, it doesn't make sense. And what we're going to do is we're going to just line everything up in the first column. Then we're going to move all these items. We're just going to move them on the timeline, put them in the right place. But by lining everything up in the first 85 frames, it just makes things a lot easier to work with. Now, to make things easier, I'm going to come over and I'm going to click in this first column, which is the show or hide the layer. I'm going to turn off layer 1. There shouldn't be anything there anyway. I'm also going to turn off photo 1 because I don't want to see it as it's popping through. We're on the first column. I can go back to the motion editor and I'm going to slide down until I see the color effect, which was over here. I'm going to work with alpha, and this time on frame 1 I want my alpha to be all the way out, so I'm going to take it down to 0. Come back to the timeline, and right about frame number 15, this is where I want my picture to be all the way in. So I'm going to just click. Whoa, hate it when that happens. There it is. I had to double click to get it back. Come on. I'm going to drag it all the way in. And I'm going to line the dot up right on top of where it is on the bottom row. Once again, do my motion editor. I'm going to come down here. And I'm just going to, it's at 100%, I'm just going to bring it down to 99%. This lets it know this is where the fade is going to start. At this point, we're going to start fading out. Go back to timeline. Come to frame number 85. Click. Do my motion editor. And this time I'm taking the alpha all the way out, down to 0. So if I click on my timeline, I'm going to come back and click on frame number 1, press the return key, and we can actually see it fade in, it's running, and now it's fading out, and now it's completely out. That's exactly what we want to do. Now we're going to do this for photo number 3, but I'm not going to add the last photo. I'm going to do that separately because the last photo is going to be different. So you go ahead and add this for photo number 3. Do it exactly the same way, and I'll catch up with you when we're going to add the last photo.